Hello everyone, welcome to AnimeGirlsGo's episode 6. Today I'll be showing the summoning of Emilia. This is the limited time chess just ended today, and I managed to get the rank 2 with the requirement of having 5,000 points, and then get her as a 4-star character and 100 fragments as the reward for achieving the points required for this limited time box. So now let's look at summoning her and also training her up. As you can see now, I have about 4.1 million to use on her, and I assure you it's not enough to fully train her and upgrade her, because by converting her to from 4-star to 5-star already costs 600,000 coins. As you can see, I have saved up more my XP pot for her, but as you can see shortly that it's not enough to bring her to level 55, which is my current team level now. So we'll see how high level can we get her to now. With the higher level pots, we only get her to level 44. Well, as I mentioned before, for this game, even at high VIP level, the coins is still very challenging to earn, because you have to spend a lot on upgrading your heroes, especially when you obtain them from level 1. An S-class character will even cost more, especially for the 4th skill. So this is and also for the gear for advancing, they also need a lot more compared to those A class and B class character. So Emilia is a control character, control mage. So you can see for the first skill is called Ice Arrow, which can reduce healing by 75%, and it target a row of enemy, and it also have 25% of silencing them. So it will be especially good for silencing those backliner mage character. So for this video, I will toggle between increasing the XP and also increasing the skill, because the skills will take some time to recharge the skill point. But as a high VIP level, it will get recharged every 1 minute, so it's still considered very fast. So for her ultimate, or the Q skill, is called a Real Frozen World. So it is an AoE skill that can attack all enemy, and it also has the effect of lesser. When there's lesser enemy, you deal more damages. The damage bonus can be up to 100%, and it also randomly reduce 4 enemies critical intensity by 70%, and also have a 40% chance of freezing 2 character. So it's a very useful ultimate skill. So now let's advance her a bit. So now she's blue plus 2, and I don't have enough to get her to blue plus 3. So before you summon any S character, you need to have some preparation beforehand. First, you need to have a lot of coins. Second, you also need to farm a lot of the low level gears, because as you level up your main characters, you don't bother even farming for the low level items. Okay, now as you can see, I have just awakened her weapon. So the weapon fragments for awakening is a reward for the current event spending reward. So as you spend your target up to certain amount of diamond, you will get this as a reward. Well, one thing about the limited time box is when you do the 10 box summoning, you will get one guaranteed Heart of Gentleman, which you can use to awaken your equipment. So that is very useful, because awakening will gain extra bonuses for the equipment that you awake, and it's a huge jump in the attack, defense, or the HP. Well, like I mentioned, I have run out of the low level material to strengthen my equipment, so now I have to also farm for some of them. So luckily I have done all those earlier stage with 3 stars, so I can just quickly do a sweep. So in fact, with currently I have reached team level 55. I have managed to clear all the normal and elite dungeons with all 3 star up to chapter 12 for both normal and elite, so it's enough for me to use to perform sweep to farm for equipment up to purple +2 materials. Now let's continue to strengthen the equipment, so let's just quickly level up. Unfortunately, there's not a quicker way, you just have to click manually, and you can see for the green and the blue materials I have a lot, even the black materials, so only the purple materials which I'm short of because they require a lot at the purple to purple +2 stage. Okay, now let's quickly upgrade the rest, since I've upgraded the weapon to blue +2. So let's do the costume, the dress, and also the shoes. And you can notice that the amount of coins decrease significantly, and at the end of this video, I think at the 15 minutes mark, you can see that I have already exhausted close to 4.2 million coins on this character, and I only managed to get her to purple, and also I didn't manage to fully train her skill up because I really ran out of coins, so I have to wait for the reset tomorrow after 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. so then I can redo all the quests again, and then to gain some coins. And hopefully I can get her ready in time for tomorrow's night Holy Grail battle, because I still have difficulty fighting the strongest opponent there, which is from server 4. So he has won the top place 3 times in a row, and I fight him twice, and this evening I have the best result against his team, so I managed to take out 2 out of his 3 characters. Okay, now let's complete strengthening the shoes. Okay, it's blue already. Okay. Now it's important to note that increasing a character speed can only be done by 3 ways. So one is through the upgrading of the star of the character level, and second is to advance the character, so from, for example, from blue +3 to purple +1, so that is the second method of increasing the speed. And then the final way of increasing the speed is through the battle team menu under Kokoro Connect, which you give the characters the item that they like to increase their intimacy level. So as each level increase, you gain speed bonuses, and if you count for the whole team, and it is especially crucial for Holy Grail battle because individual character will fight 1 versus 1, and the one with the highest speed will get the first strike. So that's count a lot, especially if you have the health training bonuses where you start with full angle bar, and if you have a first strike, you use your ultimate skill first, and especially Gilgamesh, the ultimate skill can kill a lot of character from the first hit. Okay, now I have done with the weapon, the dress, the boots, and now let's go and do the awakening first, because awakening, like I mentioned before, gain a lot of bonuses. Okay, and for lower level it's only cost you one heart of gentleman, but as you get higher it will cost you more, and at certain level like the badge and also the book, you will require the relevant fragment before you can awake them. So you need to, unfortunately the only way to get it is through the limited box where it drops, and I think other may have chance, but it's a very slim chance. Done the 3-star for the dress, and now for the shoes. Okay, so you need more HP for her so that she has more durability, so she can take more damages and charge her angle skill, and also get to strike before she is killed. Now let's continue to level up her skill. As you can see, now I'm running very low on my coins already, and I have not started on the 4th skill, which I later realized is a mistake on my part, because the 4th skill, although being the most expensive skill, is the most useful skill because it has the ability to reduce direct damage by 80%, and start from 15% and max out at 30% chance of decreasing the damage taken. That is a lot. Okay, now I'm strengthening the certificate, because certificate every 5 level it will increase the percentage of HP gain, and as you can see, you can choose the highest XP one, like the 500 XP, because all the access will be capped, and for certificate it will require the trial token to upgrade to the next stage. So this is where you can spend your trial tokens. Well, from my experience, it's easier to get the strengthening material for the certificate compared to the medal, which is the left bottommost equipment. Somehow it doesn't drop as often compared to the certificate, and I always will run out of the strengthening material for the badge compared to the certificate. As I mentioned before, do not worry about over strengthening with the XP, because as you can see it will be bring forward to the next level. Like I can increase 2 levels together with the 2000, no sorry, it's 3 level straight at the lower level, and you can see it's not wasted because it's all will be bring forward to the next one. Okay, let's claim some daily mission coin and see whether we can continue, because I'm really running very low on the coins, so I need left with 32,000. No, that doesn't do much. So like I mentioned before, in barely 15 minutes I have almost finished my 4.2 million coins just to upgrade her, and you can see all her skills are not fully upgraded yet, and she's only reached blue plus 3 currently. Let's see whether we have any more item that we can get. Oh, this is a fragment chest, it's not useful. One thing to note that do not sell away any item for coins, because all the items are required either way. So do not sell your item for coins. So if you do run out of coins, you just have to wait for the next reset the next day, or you can buy coins using diamonds. So whichever you can afford, so you just choose the option yourself. And here is the ultimate skill again. Then the ultimate skill is a AoE damages, you can hit all. And this is the fourth skill, which is damaging reducing. It's a passive skill, and it can at highest 30% of reducing damages by 80%, which is a lot. Now let's look at the Kokoro Connect and see I do not have a single item to increase her speed, so she's with her current upgrade, she's now at speed 95 compared to Kurosaki, which is 129, and NL is the slowest at 85. So NL actually is at purple plus 2, but she is 4 star compared to Emilia, which is 5 star. That's why there is a slightly higher speed. Okay, next we look at some trial with her. So in arena, let's start with a lower level to see whether we can see all her skill in play. So let's remove one of the character from the setup. Okay, let's remove Maro, the female version of Luffy, and then slot her in, so you can see a drop in the overall battle power from 91,000, about 91,000 to 88,000. Let's see her in action. Okay, you can see she has silent Sakata at the back. So the exclamation mark is silence. I don't think we can get to see her ultimate skill here, because the rest, even at lower speed ultimate before her, like NL, actually she has not completely charged up her anger yet. That explains why she did not ultimate. So she deal not the most damage, but still higher than Isugaya. Now let's look at another fight. Let's choose a stronger opponent this time. Let's claim some money also. With each of these points awarded, you gain coins also. Okay, let's go to rank 4, 65,000. Let's see how she performed now. See whether we can see her ultimate skill in action. You can notice that annual is always higher because I have trained her in the elf training, so she has higher anger. She start with higher anger skill, but it's still not full yet, so I will need to really train a few more level and ensure that for every battle she will start with a full anger. Okay, now ultimate. Well, maybe we will not get to see her ultimate skill again for this round. And she also didn't manage to silence any character because it's only a 25% chance of silencing a character. Well, her ultimate skill is activated, but somehow she did not ultimate first, although she has a highest. Oh no, sorry, he do not have a higher speed level compared to Kurosaki. So among all, she's ranked 3 in speed. That's why you didn't get to see her ultimate skill. So she do even lesser damages here, 14,000. Well, let's try a tougher opponent this time round. So this is my last arena battle that can claim the points. So let's choose the rank 3 Skytrain, a fellow alliance mate. Now she's ranked 2nd. Now it's ranked 3rd in BP, but shortly after this he went up to rank 2 because he managed to train Emilia up to 6 stars. I'll be imagine him hitting me a lot tomorrow during arena, but I still have a 1000 speed difference, so which give me an upper hand for the moment. So you can see Emilia managed to silence Kirito. Okay, well, she took a direct hit, the ultimate hit from Kurosaki, and then he got killed in the second ultimate. Skill cast by Sakuya. So now she's out of action. Okay, as you can see, all my character is almost dead. So I have to finish off with this round, or else I likely lose. Okay, okay. So you can take out this character. I think Enel will finish most of them off. Okay, Enel ultimate also has a chance to stun, so it's a very good skill. Okay, so we deal the least amount of damage now. Well, I will do a follow-up video on Emilia once she is fully trained and Purple Plus 2. Hope I can complete it tomorrow. So it's good that you can complete 10 arena matches per day, because at the 10th arena you can claim a free universal fragment which you can use, and you should only use on S-class character to upgrade their star level, because it's not easy to get their fragment. So that's all I have for this video today, and thank you for watching. Bye.